Hey, what's going on? I'm Ricardo, the Cynical Critic. Time for another RWBY review, and you know what that means.
You're gonna give Rooster Teeth even more reason to shut down your channel?
That's right, time to get you guys updated with the story.
In the last episode, we got a look at our characters' first day at school as a team, and it seems that two of our girls are still not going to get along with each other. Once again, Ruby and Weiss continue their cat and dog routine of Red annoying White, and Winter's cold outburst of anger towards the Rose. Weiss didn't believe that Ruby was the right person to lead their team, and she felt that Ruby hadn't earned it.
Of course she didn't. It's only by her name and the ex machina of the scriptwriter that she got the role.
Weiss's words seemed to have an effect on Ruby as she began to doubt her abilities. But both girls are given counseling by the faculty. The Ice Queen's heart is thawed by the words of the wise Lockhart Easter egg, as she realizes that she herself may not be worthy of the role either, not at least with her current attitude. As for Ruby, Osmond encourages her to both press on and to take her position of responsibility a bit more seriously. Both girls realize that they need to work together as a team, and in a really touching scene, the two forgive each other and make up. It's clear that they still have to work on it, but at least they're heading in the right direction.
And is Rooster Teeth going in the right direction? Well, let's watch the next chapter and find out. Lakana, roll the clip.
Next. So we return to Beacon Academy just in time to see Jean get his ass handed to him.
This is the part where you lose.
Over my dead.
Cliché averted! Thank you, good sir. But before Biff Tannen here can land the final blow, turns out all this was just a training exercise. Glad to see that the safety standards at this place haven't changed. Glinda explains to the class, and thus the audience, that apparently we're playing by JRPG rules now.
Well, damn freaking-tastic! Because we all know those don't suck!
Jeez, man, chill. It's likely that half your viewers are RPG fans.
You're right, I should be more specific. Because we all know those don't suck! Unless you're boring. Love you guys.
Students, Mr. Ark's aura has now dropped into the red. In a tournament-style duel, this would indicate that John is no longer fit for battle and that the official may call the match.
Jean is basically told that he sucks, Cardin Winchester agrees, and Glinda explains to the rest of the class that the Tri-Wizard Tournament shall soon be upon them. Oh, sorry, I meant Vital Festival, because they're totally two different events. We then cut to Jean one more time before we fade to black.
Oh boy. I feel like they're going to be focusing on John this episode. Shit. Like I said, this is going to be a John episode. Here's the remote. You can switch off anytime and no one would blame you.
Dude, this is a recording. They can't interact with things here.
Shit. Right. Well, where'd the remote go?
Come on, man, we're doing this review.
Fine, let's get back to the video.
So, there we
Sweet cheddar cheese! We don't need to cut that close to Nora.
As much as you perverts would like it.
So yeah, we cut back to the dynamic double team here as Nora talks about something stupid.
She's been having this recurring dream for nearly a month now.
Told you. John's wife, who notices that he's clearly having bully problems and tries to confront him about it. But John says that everything's okay as we comedically cut to all the times that John has been bullied by Cardin. From stupid to practical jokes to attempted murder.
Wait, get me out of here, please. Oh, come on.
Nora makes a suggestion.
will break his legs.
Fucking told you she was a yandere!
But John continues to insist that everything's fine.
Besides, it's not like he's only a jerk to me.
Ow, that hurts!
Okay, a little realism right here. I know this is technically a real thing in this world, but in reality,
Yes, I used the word real 3 times in a row. Shut up!
this wouldn't happen. First of all, as big as a jerk as this guy is, we all know that he wouldn't be picking on this cute bunny girl here. He'd be hitting on her. If you're gonna do something, do it right.
Second, even if this guy were to pick on this hot chick, we all know that there'd be about 16 other guys willing to stand up for her honor, and these idiots would have been gangbanged by the end of the lunch period.
Sort of like how these girls state that they would have beaten the crap out of him if the scriptwriter wasn't a major wuss.
I can't
Also,
understand. It must be hard to be a faunus.
we then cut to Cardin giving Jean Claire a rape face.
At least he won't be a virgin for much longer. I'll see myself out.
Leave the perverted jokes to me, okay?
Okay, you guys should know the routine by now. A single episode cut in two. Rooster Teeth didn't have much money. Kana and roll the clip.
Yep. We return to our episode of Jean. God, that was depressing to say. With him sleeping in class, as this green gold-loving hedgehog teacher here explains more foreshadowing about the discrimination of faunus.
Has any among you been subjugated or discriminated because of your faunus heritage? Dreadful, simply dreadful.
Oh, water faunus? You know those weird anime fans that like to wear cat ears and stick tails to their butts? That's more or less what faunus is. Except they're about like 18% less awkward and 100% less creepy because they act like normal sentient beings and we're born with this trait. Instead of thinking that they were born with this trait. I don't give a shit what you say. You're not a wolf! Stop giving the aliens more reasons to wipe us out!
I agree with Ricardo. Unless you got good tits. Then I'll agree with you.
Well, it isn't long before Jean is caught, and after he's unable to give the answer to Professor Oobleck's question, he is given extra homework, as well as Winchester for being a douchebag. After the class is dismissed, the two will stay behind to be given a stern talking to.
You were taught to gain entrance to the school, and we only accept the best of the best.
And yet, you still allowed this idiot in.
History is important, gentlemen. If you can't learn from it, you're destined to repeat it. Pages 51 to 91. Now, run along.
Ow!
You know, I really will break his legs.
Waifu Chen then has an idea and takes Jean to the roof.
Pyrrha, I know I'm going through a hard time right now, but I'm not that depressed.
Let's do it! Even though you guys survived similar jumps before, do it!
No!
Oh, pussy!
That's not why I brought you up here.
Pyrrha then explains that she wants Jean to become better and is willing to do anything she can to help him train.
I'll let you have this.
Bow chicka chicka wow wow.
Pyrrha tries to reassure her senpai that he's got what it takes, but Jean then explains why he doesn't.
That's a terrible thing to say. Of course you do.
No, I don't. I wasn't really accepted into Beacon.
What do you mean?
I mean, I didn't go to combat school, I didn't pass any tests, I didn't earn my spot at this academy. I got my hands on some fake transcripts, and I lied.
How the hell does this school still have any reputation? Safety standards alone would put it in the red, but now apparently bumbling idiots like this can just cheat their way in.
Why?
Because this is what I've always wanted to be. My father, my grandfather, and his father before him were all warriors. They were all heroes. I wanted to be one too. I was just never good enough.
Then let me help you.
I don't want help. I don't want to be the damsel in distress.
Wait a minute. What was that one scene?
Some girl's in trouble!
Yeah, I think it's a little too late for that, dude.
John.
Just leave me alone.
Yeah, fuck your sympathies, you hot, thirsty bitch. Can't you just leave a man to mope?
Oh, Jean.
Cardin.
What are the
Fucking odds! Again? Scriptwriter?
So yeah, clearly Cardin's now going to blackmail Jean, telling him that he better do everything that he says, or Cardin will turn him in.
Don't worry, Jean. Your secret's safe with me.
Uh-oh, looks like Johnny Boy's in trouble. What does Cardin Winchester have in store for our blonde hair underdog? Will Jean be able to find his way out of this? Will Pyrrha be able to tell her senpai her true feelings? And isn't our main character supposed to be Ruby? Why aren't we giving her more development? Find out next time on Ruby in the House.
And thus ends the episode. And, it was okay. I guess.
Okay, in full honesty, it was neither bad nor good. True, we focused on John instead of Ruby, who is supposed to be the central main character of this show, and yeah, the reason for that is less to do with the writers, and more to do with the fact that we had at least 8 characters to establish, and very little time to do it.
So many girls, so little time.
On one hand, yes, it was a stupid idea for them to give us so many characters in the first few episodes with a show that's already pinching for time.
Plus, it doesn't make it any easier knowing that a lot of these characters had to be placed in cliche roles for most of the episodes. Hera is still just the good girl, Nora and Ren are barely present, Yang is the anime version of Barbara, Blake is the reclusive emo, and the less we say about the cliche pairs of Weiss and Ruby, the better.
But on the other hand, this is what made Red vs. Blue, Rooster Teeth's previous web series, so enjoyable and popular.
They used the cliche character role as a starting point for us to become more acquainted with them as they were developed. But we're almost 3/4 of the way through this volume, and while the short episodes worked for the comedic series of RWBY, it seems like Rooster Teeth wants to have a story with RWBY, and short episodes isn't going to cut it for that.
Kinda feels like those 5-parter episodes that people put out of shows before YouTube takes them down. Much appreciated, my rebellious brothers. Much appreciated.
And while Jean is a pathetic loser and his "I want to stand up for myself" is a bit cliche, I can forgive them for that cause his determination and spirit and lack of his skill is respectful. Plus, Miles Luna, scriptwriter for RWBY and voice of Jean, does a wonderful job with this character.
What I can't forgive is Carden Winchester.
I agree. No one makes fun of my cute bunny girl.
And not because he picked on the Faunus girl.
What?
For the most part, in recent years, we haven't gotten a good bully, with the excellent exception of Henry Bowers from the 2017 remake of It. I'm not asking for a fully developed character, but at least give us something more enjoyable to watch. Like, Biff Tannen.
You know, the bully from Back to the Future who seemingly had no redeeming characteristics about him. Yeah, him! And we loved him for that, because he didn't need any redemption as it seemed that both the character and the actor thoroughly enjoyed every moment of being bad. We loved to hate him. Here, however, Winchester seems just to be a minor conflict. Used simply to play the part for our characters to grow and overcome, and nothing else. Which seems to me to be a waste of a bully.
As long as Noah breaks his legs mafia style, it's worth it to me.
But that doesn't mean that this episode was bad.
The characters are still fun to watch, and it's still entertaining to see them interact with each other. True, the episode could have been a bit longer, and the main story is once again in absentia, but it also would have been nice for Rooster Teeth to have the money to go all out.
For now, with what they have, I'll take it over any 20-minute episode of most anime you can name. So until next time, thanks for watching, guys! I'm Ricardo, the Cynical Critic. With me, no movie sacred, no video safe, but all deserve a chance. Catch you guys next time. Toodles!
What? No, wait, get me out of here. Please, don't.
Hey guys, what's going on? I'm still looking for questions for the Q&A video, so if you'd like to ask me or my friend Ryan a question about this series, just leave a comment down in the section below and I'll take a look at it. Also, I have a website up. It really isn't much. It was just literally a school project, but instead of just, doing it and then never having to worry about it again, I decided to use it for my YouTube stuff. So pretty much, it's just a Weebly website. No, I'm not being sponsored by Weebly right here. I'll leave a link in the description below, or you can just click somewhere around it here. More or less, it's just got some basic description about myself and what I do, and of course some links to the videos, but also what it has is my schedule. It isn't a solid schedule, it's just a general idea of when I'm going to be releasing these videos and which ones I'm going to be doing. But for the most part, I'm going to be trying to keep it up to date and keeping to the schedule. And so far, I've done very well. I mean, it takes me about a week to make one of these videos. And granted, that's me working my butt off, but still, again, it's worth it for you guys. So check it out if you like to. Catch you guys later. See ya.